In Iran, protests against the government have entered their third week following the death of a 22-year-old woman in police custody. Schoolgirls and students have been defying the country's strict laws on wearing head coverings after Mahsa Amini was detained for not wearing her hijab correctly. Her family allege she was beaten by officers in the country's morality police. BBC Persian's Rana Raimanpour has the story.
This was Nika Shahkarami, a typical shy teenager seen here singing karaoke with friends. She was killed by Iran's security forces a few days before her 17th birthday. She was one of thousands of teenagers protesting against the Islamic Republic of Iran. Opposition is growing. Even school children have joined the protests, including this 14-year-old girl.
A lot of teachers do agree with us, but they don't dare to say anything. Boys have not chanted any slogans yet, but they show their protests in some sort of ways, such as writing on the benches, walls, or distributing papers of slogans and collaborating with each other inside the school.
Pupils are burning the pictures of the leader of the Islamic Revolution, chasing away pro-government school officials, and showing their middle finger to the ideology that has oppressed them for years. It all started 3 weeks ago with the death of this woman, 22-year-old Mahsa Amini. She died in the custody of the notorious morality police. She was accused of not wearing the hijab properly. With restrictions on reporting on the ground, videos shared online are vital evidence in understanding how things are unfolding. The BBC and independent media are not allowed to report from Iran. But journalists here across BBC Persian and BBC Monitoring have been gathering videos from social media and speaking to witnesses tracking where protests broke out in the first few weeks. By using landmarks, the team can pinpoint the location of the protests. We've analysed more than 1,000 videos verifying at least 300 protests since Amini's death. The protests have continued despite Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's warning on Monday that they were riots orchestrated by the West. His warning hasn't scared these young girls who no longer want to see his face in their classrooms. Instead, they wrote their dreams behind his framed picture: equality and freedom, to turn this page of Iran's history. Rana Raimanpour, BBC News.